point platform. TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on for tomorrow. Now we go make salute.
Yes, family, I want to welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Talking Point platform. Just like always, we're not done with Komon-Tok then. Today, again, we're there with the usual Komon-Tok then. I know that some of these ones, then it can shock some people, then some talk, then they way, someone can say, What again? But today, we can look at finally, tomorrow, starting from tomorrow, government of Salon, they begin get tax, they begin cut tax from people and money where they send locally. Perhaps, we don't know, in future, they might also consider for tax the money where they send from the diaspora to Salon. Mind you, the amount of money what they send, if you combine and you check, it pass all the money where the aids, where they get aids from. That's so they combine the EU now, the UK, the IMF, the World Bank. So now you chunk. You remember the other day we talked about something like this, the possibility, right? But you don't go underestimate this absolutely. This is not just one step first. The Finance Act will be out, I will explain to now, 2022. Then be suggest say government for begin tax the mobile company where they do Afri money, Orange money, that local transfer where it's quite popular, it's convenient, and it save a lot of cost. People for example, somebody you didn't have Calbaton, somebody they Lumley, you want to give money. So I mean, you imagine for transportation, for take transport, go there, all the also, but now the mobile company they don't make it easy. Once I get you have to send money or Orange money, go just send them for me, or a cash or wherever. It's so convenient. But government don't look at it and say now it's necessary for make them tax this particular transaction. What can do? Can show now. Well, in fact, they go into history back and look into that. Better one. Also, we go look at the APC, the diaspora APC don't support the APC na Salon. Then Gideon, from what you understand, 400 million loans for support the MPs, for support the councillors, and then seats at home, and then support the party position. We also look at the message where President Bill call for let Salon people and join follow fit Salon. All this and more, and as always, the best part of it are your engagements. Maybe we might open the line. Then conversation means a lot because now they would born, they would create, they would manufacture ideas. People and they were a lot of people then gifted. They know issues and they know solutions. These are experts. Some people are professionals. So it's a privilege for all of us for we learn from one another. We learn among ourselves. This community, Salon community. If you just join me for the first time, we want for use this opportunity for welcome you in a Talking Point community. Yeah, when they talk about things where the traditional media can ignore, they're not can take serious or they're not can talk at all. And we also they look at things we get the potential for we go before, or also get the potential for we go beyond. We get a very formidable, strong community now. I want where you even watch you anchor watch for them or just watch, but along the line, you go forget the taste, the sense of the kind of community who don't develop. People that don't use it to themselves now, people that don't know themselves, people that never make relationship. I mean, positive relationship, people in the exchange pleasantries, greetings, just for show you the power of the social media. But all of these we credit unto the people. So, I mean, this is an opportunity for you to join part of this one. Believe me, when you you go feel out too. This platform is there for everybody. But as always, once you don't subscribe, consider for Apple for share because with people over there and this community, then they share. And with the broadcast now 2 places. Within a TPP Leon, maybe you say they watch and so on YouTube for the first time, or maybe you say they watch and so for the first time na Facebook. We name na Facebook na Talking Point platform. No go no sir. They come for them parentia. Better. They can't.
Point platform. For news every day now we can't see Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs, Chinti TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit, titty.
All right, so Fambul, just one thing where I want to announce to we all. We get an interview where they come at 8:30. We own local time now, UK. Say the Interreligious Council, the Vice President Gukaya, who can talk about certain things and what's going on do behind the scene, and for clarify some of the misconception, misinformation, what they talk about them. But anyway, okay, for me. But that interview day, perhaps we might link on that one studio day, the studio 2, we might link or perhaps we'll just use the same link but we'll go look at how the technical team go help you on that. Either perhaps we sign off here, we go on the studio 2, we continue the interview day, or we link But anyway, as to the progress, we go let you know. So now we go straight to the point. So now keep an eye on that. We are coming. As log on the first thing first. I try for do a little bit of background. Why? Because it's very important for let we understand what's in a GST. Okay? We're not in a classroom, always I can emphasize this. But if find like what they come in the community, a lot we learn something, not so. Now the GST force, this is not the idea during Pakabine time. 2008, and it came into law 2009. But let me just read them quickly, though we come to the main purpose now. That GST is not just another tax. It's a modern and effective system of taxation that will be good news for businesses, members of the public, and the government alike. At its stroke, it will replace 7 existing but inefficient and outdated taxes. Now, this particular piece where I get to, this particular write-up where we do this now from the NRA. Supposed to be get the NRA, it says where they collect all the taxes, but I then put this for showing the value of GST. And like I said, we go back into history, now we know how you come about. So the GST one at the rate today, it represents or it replaces 7 different taxes and where nobody bring money to government, where some people then be they manipulate, where some people then not be honest for pay. So this is supposed to be a good news for the people of Salone, for the businesses, because now if you be to pay more money where you're not supposed to pay to government, the GST in another way go help you for you pay less. You get the point, eh? You pay fiat. It's supposed to be a fiat tax. You understand? So, that people are always, to be honest with you, nobody know want to pay tax everywhere in the world. But tax is necessary, but we can't decide it. Now go first. It will be a tax neutral. This means that honest taxpayers will pay no more tax overall than at present. In addition, some of essential items such as rice, pipe water, fuel, books, educational and medical services, and certain pharmaceutical supplies will not be taxed at all in order to reduce the impact of the new tax on the poorer members. This was the idea. This was the idea will come. These are the things that they exclude during Pakabine time, where they say, once we want get a tax, we want tax because government not will function well without money. You understand? And one way government they get money not through taxation. But however, we get for tax the people responsibly. So that I make in these booklets, they make them clear certain people, certain category of things in the goods and services where they're exempt. For example, water service, for example, fuel, for example, book, medicine, then pull out for not affect the people even more, right? Now, the day we came to effect, like what I say, now the 1st of September. So the goods and services tax, GST, was introduced in Sierra Leone from 1st September as a single rate of 15%. You don't get an 15% on the majority of goods and services, including imports supplied in Sierra Leone for local use or benefit. Now, today, maybe if you know, I mean, this for maybe particularly the young ones that would just account, you understand, student or whatever, and for you get a background about the GST. Some other countries they call on VAT. For example, in the UK they call on VAT, value added tax. Salon they call on GST, goods and services tax. Like I mentioned earlier on, nobody know the one pay tax. But just for tell you this, it's necessary for low we pay tax for the smooth running because government need for provide electricity, government need for provide water services, government need for provide medical support, medical services. I mean, just the basic necessity of life for the smooth functioning of any government, we need money. So this is why always you they see government, they cracking brain, they look everywhere, they look different where they all forget money because they get so much huge responsibility for help for carry out the mandate. However, the bottom line is we get for also tax people responsibly. This is the bottom line. In as much as we understand, say yes, the tax is good, but even if you look at the idea, why make they even fund, why make for they even come up with GST, just I make I go into history, then tell you for there we not put more burden on the poorer communities. You see, that was the brain back in 2018, 2008, when it came into effect, 1st of September 2009. This is the brain. But I mean, things from 2008 to now, I mean, decades, not so. Time don't elapse. So perhaps government will look at and say it's not about putting, talking fancy language or making empathetic statement here. It's about survival of the state. The current states of the government right now are not favorable, not encouraging because governments they suffer significantly in terms of foreign aid. We are not getting aid. The only source right now, one of the only way we can get now for levy tax on people. And this, a contrary to what to make for GST come. You see, then talks a GST not for come so far the poorer people there. You get the point, eh? This not to be made now from you go na NRA, the website say they clearly, I just take some part of it because not able to put everything in details now. Yeah? And for tell you say the people away author the GST, the intention. Right? Okay. Now, 15%. Now, what does this mean on this GST? If, for example, somebody will send 100,000, I'm just making an example. 15%, if you pull on it, almost now 15,000. 15%. If government say then they use the 15% on the GST, if I send 100,000, for example, government they get 15%. That's huge, not so 15%. Now, the mobile companies then they don't begin comply. Now we see this one first. Let we put this one. This one come up from this one come out. I think this one come up from Africell. Now, if you look at and they say, dear valued customer, please note that in compliance with the new Finance Act, all our Afri money fees will be updated to reflect GST. This will come into effect on the 15th October 2023. So starting tomorrow, if somebody then has a loan, you send money through Afri money, definitely governments, they take then your portion there. Now, again, we see another notice come up from Orange Money. It's too tiny. Let read them from the phone. It's too tiny. Let just read exactly what in the put here. Too tiny under. All right. This Africell money, Orange Money put. They said, dear valued customer, implementation of GST on mobile money financial services. We write to notify you that all our Orange Money fees will be updated to reflect GST in compliance with the new Finance Act 2023. This will come into effect on the 15th October 2023. We thank you for your continued partnership and we assure you of our continued commitment to providing quality services. So this one come up from Udare, Orange. So government don't get so much interest now in people the money, because this are the first time this way this they happen. Back then, it not be they happen anyway. But like I say, the pressure where the government in is too huge. It really huge. And government get forget good money. This now big money government get forget from this. Because first, they don't tell you say they get for tax the land. All the one they will be done by land and saloon. We know the user. It is so number then get for can tax. And government say they get for get up to 6 trillion loans with like $289 million. Now they up forget from the tax. And also they look at for tax water well. So in other words, if you want bill, if you want go dig water well, you get for go take permission from one commission and get for sets and get a fee. You dey pay certain money, but I do not tell you how much you go pay. That is one, and then standing back will help them forget money. And again, they don't look at the money where they transact within the country locally. It's too huge. So government look at and say supposed to get huge parts. So finally, the 2022 Financial Act, we don't capture this one, so they come into effect from which we understand and get clearly based on this information tomorrow 15. So another thing where you not go surprise, what we get for the begin send money, then get for the probably look at for charge like where they send money na MoneyGram, you get for send money na Western Union, RIA, whatever means now. I believe if it ever happen, you know go surprise. You know go surprise absolutely. You know for surprise. If you see government begin charge for we'll begin to send money abroad, you know for surprise. It come very soon. Because if you don't do it locally, no, forgive them based on the spirit of the GST and why they even come up with this particular idea that turn this bill into law, the spirit for encourage for let them not put more pressure burden on local community, then don't pull her out of there. No go no to read and go sorry for we'll get for the beginning to send money. So perhaps GST get for capture. Just look at the logic, not so. If GST capture local financial transaction locally, what about international? So not surprised if you don't get for tell you say government some begin to you not get for be a surprise. Absolutely. All right. But when all this happen, some people vex on this one because government Madabia just appoint another person again. You know, that man we've seen at the left hand side, so which on near what's up near Madabia, so that will be the internal affairs. You know, David Panda Noah. Naina be waiting the internal minister of internal affairs. Now, in this new cabinet, Marabio Nautica, you know, yeah, but just like what they do for Timbo, Alpha Timbo, not so, then Pula, then fire, I think I'll be agriculture day, if I'm not mistaken, then put her as advisor. Just like what they do for Alpha Wuri, instead of the minister, no call in this cabinet, then put her. And this one back instead of no call in this new cabinet, but don't get advisory. Lag it for now, waiting there, put here. Lord read for now. Lord no. Then say appointment as chairman, commissioner, National Asset and Government Property Commission. I have the honor to inform you that in accordance with Section 1(2) of the National Asset and Government Property Commission Act 1990, it has pleased Its Excellency the President, Brigadier Julius Madabio, to appoint you as a chairman, commissioner, National Asset and Government Property Commission. The terms and conditions of service in respect of your appointment will be communicated to you by the Executive Secretary. National Asset and Government Property Commission. I am to congratulate you on your appointment and to wish you success in your assigned report for duty. Please inform the office the effective date you report for duty. Yours sincerely. All right. Of course, we know that they write this Julius Sunday. So now we don't get money. What is the essence of this recycle? I mean, you know, this is not all a bloated budget. It creates more problem. It creates more burden for us. The truth is, a lot of people let us say we are in austerity. But because we know the kind of politicians they will get, they prefer for be dishonest than for be honest to be. Then look at and say it go be like then go shoot themselves at the foot. If they come plainly, they open up to Salon people and say we are in austerity. Instead, then they force, then they push the pain to the people. Instead of they absorb the pain, then they send them to the pain. And then they send them to the people. Look like the taxes. And even our people they grumble on the taxes, they still appoint the other people who not be get money yet. Now many people and say some of these jobs are for the boys there. Why we not for cut down on this appointment business? Now make I tell you the other day, say I admire, I respect Mother Pio for one thing. It just give a damn. No matter the wailing, no matter the gnash, wouldn't you say wailing and gnashing of teeth or ala you anyhow people and shout, just give a damn. When you want to do something, they continue for doing, people and talk 5 years for let Madabio reduce the fly. People look at yes, when you come in the first 1 year as a head of state, yes, you might, you will use a possibility for no other continent, for going at these places, for, yes, it's necessary for relation, but not to excessive. What you can, they can't use back talk on people. They say go continue for fly. And it hurts a lot of people. But anyway, neither the president, so it can just do anything we handle. But I'm facing a democracy. Now, can't say how they live here. The people and all the executive arm of government, the presidents there, the minister, the prime minister, they're accountable for anything. If you don't want something, then they voice them out. And indeed, then they listen. But we leaders, they are not take it serious. Honestly, they're not take it serious. Absolutely. If we want to not vex, if we want to not curse, if we want to not do what they want to, then they do. And it's shameful. But I believe that's need for change. Because we never continue for get every 2-3 days new. We don't know how them go tax again. I don't know side new tax get for commodities. This is all subject to it in arrogancy, and no one do the right thing. Because we get to partners there. We're always the support for more deep and war till don't war. We go partners there. We give you budget support. We unable to understand. Well, for just ignore them completely and now start for face reality in this kind of way. But anyway, that was just a side of what we get from within the trend of social media. And we also see APC receive support from their comrades and abroad, then support the parliamentarians and send 400 million loans, about 52 bag of rice. But anyway, Lord put on the clip.
I told you that the party is grateful, the leadership of the party, and we don't forget this kind of gesture from the diaspora. But as I say, we're not surprised at all, because we are party to them, and we understand the kind of way the party is now, and how we will support the party. So therefore, we're not surprised. We're not seeing that kind of support the party. And we hope say members of parliament themselves understand, say, really, we really want to help them for making themselves team up, stand one pan the party in position. And again, we want for say kudos to them. At least we will tell them thank you. Because yesterday, everybody in the decisions of them, 1 or 2 of them will go. But they not go. I should say we are all glad for that. And I want to make them all tell them thank you. Let them all encourage them. It's not easy at this point in time. But one for telling them thank you, we appreciate them, we appreciate the diaspora for helping the members of parliament with this, and the money where they don't help the members of parliament them with, and the councillors them. Some of said I think it's 1 million for cut across, a huge amount of money for the members of parliament and the councillors, about 215 councillors plus the members of parliament. It's a huge amount. But we will put them into the use, and we will look at the instruction because we don't get all the instructions, but let me send the details of how they want the money to be shared. When the full instruction come, the money will go out, we go do the work. But again, we don't talk them up, say, we will give receipt, we will give full receipt to the diaspora for this, because this one is different from other donation. This one is to help, it's emergency help for the members of parliament and the party. So we will give a receipt. But we just want to ascertain exactly the amount we don't come at the account, so that we not give receipt way less or more than waiting the day. So we just want to give the exact receipt of waiting on candidate. So we tell them plenty thank you. And we tell them all plenty thank you, all the grassroots and all the party hierarchy, we all stand together. In united we stand, divided we fall, and I believe we cannot be divided. There's no room for division now. We have to be united, because that's the only way we can move forward. So I tell you, plenty thank you. That's why I say kudos for
Yes, sir, SG. A quick question, sir.
send the money on the account. So, but one didn't check, or we just want to verify the exact amount. But we should say the diaspora, they are credible people. They're not going to tell you everything. So we believe in a 400 million, as we don't already present it, and we will give them the necessary receipt. Thank you very much.
This is not the
It's not the cost of the young man, that's all from the Council of APC Media
And
Bloggers.
they say they will send around 30 bags tomorrow. You know, even though not coming, but we believe the diaspora. We don't say the 30 bags will come tomorrow.
This is not the Secretary General of the APC National Senate Esquire.
Thank you very much.
Yes, so Fambulo, that was this will make rounds on the social media. We thought and fit say una need for know about this one. But anyway, one thing back where we see the trend on social media, now this message where they come up from Mother Bio about food security, where they come there for kind of lies better one. I will take on back to history, but first listen this message. Where they can just now.
For a very long time, Salone people then, we don't forget about that chop, that food where we dey eat every day. We dey left other people then for me they make them and send them to we. The time done. We serve for fix we own food, we serve for make we own food, we for make we farm them and feed we serve, we for eat which we they grow. This time round, me don't tie me oja, and I want for make we all tie we oja, for make we make sure say we own food where we dey eat in this country, we able grow. Now that make today, me don't count him up now, this me small farm, at the appeal to everybody inside Salone. Just like how we take education, we don't put them and it dey go fine. Now I don't come for agriculture. I dey invite every Sierra Leonean, irrespective of who say it, for say we own food, we for grow them. Inside this country, every April we dey celebrate Independence Day. Me, I want me we celebrate food sovereignty now. We Salone they produce enough food for this country, yeah, and even sell for make get money. So together, I want me all join and so we go feed Salone. And I thank you.
Together.
What you want to do, let we continue the program now, yeah. Not so. Instead of going to studio one, let we continue the program now, yeah. We go usher in the vice president of the Interreligious Council. Let we not lost against God, because perhaps if we exit out from the studio, it will take some people and perhaps they're not going able, they will struggle to get to be back. But anyway, I think it makes more sense at this time. Let we continue now. What you wanna say, Fambule? Let we continue from this studio, right? Instead of we go on the other studio.
Attention, attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.
So, families, by popular request, I think Lord easier. We got a big opportunity today for forget one of the senior figure of the Interreligious Council. But as always, they say a man best servant is himself. The gentleman, the wisdom man owner the Sianda, he go introduce himself. Palaji, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening to you and everybody who listen to me from Freetown.
All right. You go introduce yourself a little bit to the wider community where they listen you around the world.
Okay, Bismillah Rahman Rahim, in the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful. I want to tell, first of all, Boku thank you for the opportunity. My name is Alhaji Murtada Mohammed Sise. Me na the first vice president of the Interreligious Council of Sierra Leone. Unfortunately, on such an important occasion, we president Archbishop Dr. Tamba Charles Naim for Camp, but a day on an important meeting at Rome, a religious meeting, so now I make her happy for representing here today. Me by training a pharmacist, I don't work here in our country for many, many years. I worked at the UN for another 20 years. I don't retire, I come back home 2013. I don't involve now in my own little way for participating in the national development. And that bring me into the Interreligious Council of Sierra Leone. And I did do some other things. I'm not going to get too much time today for tell now. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Palaji. Family, on our app we share so that other people can go benefit. This is now exclusive interview. This is now opportunity where a lot of now be on the wait for. So it will find for we app for share, let other family and nobody's, even though we don't inform now like a week back. Now, that come to you directly before we come to the critical questions. You will able to help let people understand what is the role of the Interreligious Council. Why we even need that?
Okay, generally, first of all, let me say the Interreligious Council of Sierra Leone actually came into being primarily during the war for help government, the government of the day, for negotiate with the other party, the other side, the aggrieved side, for make peace come back in our country. So we normally would then describe it as the guarantors of peace and morality in the country. In other words, we try for every differing views live together in one country as a people, so that we not go get need for conflict, even though we get different views them. So now this we don't depend generally for makes a peace day between people them, regardless of the views, political or religious.
All right, thank you very much. I know you just one talk way very important to say then still as guarantor of peace. And when I be done involved pretty much during the war, and I would say kudos to the organization, to the Interreligious Council. The peace what we enjoy at the salon so today, when I play a key role, you know. My papa was very much involved back then on that very project to be the carry out. Now, people are not accused now many times around social media or the world in general. They say una don't become ineffective in the sense that things that they're supposed for they be vocal, especially on issues of injustice, issues of human rights, issues of political tension. We know they see una that kind way, that moral garant, una the moral guarantors there. The kind way, the kind what I can say the magnets, the kind everywhere to una be possessed back then. People are not they complain of selling many places. They say now una don't become more ineffective, less value. What you would say about this one?
Okay, first of all, let me say, me joined the Interreligious Council about 4 years ago. For come to your question, what me don't find out in my capacity as a member of the executive is that, first of all, people don't understand waiting at the mandate of the Interreligious Council. I say so because, you know, no matter what you want to do, if you operate within the confines of the law and within the law permit you for do. Secondly, people don't really know how we function with the resources. Most people feel say people they put resources into the Interreligious Council. No, we are on our own as individuals, and from time to time some benefactors. But we not get any base at all. Even office, when they move from one office to the other, that's not the second thing. Thirdly, people they mix we up with, and they see in the social media, they say religious leaders. Religious leaders, I want to say categorically, not mean Interreligious Council, because Interreligious Council, we they do only within the law permit you and within the scripture, both Christian and Muslim teach you. So we not they just jump on something like this. We be guided, because sometimes when you're a moral, non-partisan guarantor, if you just see what they capam, you will probably end up creating more problems. So if the people that say that we're not effective, now because they don't actually know waiting the work we don't do. For example, up to this moment, we don't do a lot of advocacy work, and if only people can know, then they're not going to say we're not effective. Because how do they assess effectiveness? Yeah. The other thing is also, sir, we don't talk with various parties. Them sometimes we agree with them for say this is how we move, but not always. Then they then follow up with the words them. So we are caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. As moral guarantors, we think the way people sign on a document for saying, so we go do in times of conflict. Then we they follow that, we believe that, because we not get any reason for doubt. Now, when the time comes and you change, that creates problem for us. So we will go back. So basically, in a nutshell, anybody will say we're not effective, it is because they don't really know. And I will appeal to people them. When you get like this, it's a very good opportunity. As I tell you, I travel all the way for come back to Freetown today for this opportunity. When people contact we will give them the bare, honest truth about what we do. But people not going to do that. They just religious leaders, then they feel saying that the Interreligious Council or no. So now that I want to establish a more intimate relationship with the public. You are free to ask us, and we are free to give you honest information based on the knowledge you will get. Thank you.
You talk something where take me heart. You tell me, say, and which is true. The Interreligious Council supports the peace. In fact, the peace we enjoy so and I we forget. Now, in the country today, it's clear, everybody knows say we peace they in limbo, it threatened. We all know because of the political impasse. What's because people and they say by rights, we're not for they go and search for moral guarantors international. We're not going for go now that if we already don't get people there where if we get institutions like the Interreligious Council, why not for approach there? What we don't do at least for break the impasse between them two political parties there for let at least the peace and stability continue.
Unfortunately, it become broken. But my understanding is that they wonder why they not use the Interreligious Council. Is that the question?
No. Okay, let me phrase.
It become broken, so I know they get you too clearly, please.
Okay, I think maybe, but you get me now, right? Before I talk to
yes, I get you. Yeah, otherwise, yeah.
Very good. And the question is, when we don't help we forget peace, the Interreligious Council. Now we get political impasse in the country where they threaten peace and stability. We don't approach the APC and the SLPP. We don't ever approach them for let able meet their aswan, or why they're not even meet, or if just a question, why they're not even meet now for let be the mediators per the impasse rather than they look for international partners and for mediate. What you go add on this? What you go talk on this?
Okay, make I just assume because still it can't broken, but basically make I just inform you and with the participants in this forum. Over the last 12 to 18 months, that means before the election, during the election, and after the election, we don't engage a wide array of stakeholders, political parties, the security apparatus, diplomatic corps, other civil society. We don't engage all these people. First of all, for try for avert any problems. In fact, we have been co-sponsor of the pledge where all the stakeholders, but political parties mainly, they make, we then sign on the document waiting for happen in the event of conflict. We have been co-sponsor of that event. Then we don't go listen to each of these stakeholders. The last meeting, in fact, for the final meeting, where we now plan a final report, was with the SLPP about barely a week ago. Because we don't see the HPC, Political Parties Registration Commission. So we don't get a lot of positioning from their own various perspectives. So if very soon, maybe in the next week or so, we will come out with based on waiting our views about the way forward. And in fact, on Monday, I just was there on the road today for Camp Freetown. They don't also invite we to the opening ceremony of this so-called dialogue at the Bintumani Conference, International Conference Center on Monday. So we'll go there again. Yes, but listen, in a very informed way. Then for
why you call it so-called dialogue? Why you call it so-called dialogue?
Well, we don't understand yet, because then they use different words. Sometimes you hear negotiation, sometimes we hear dialogue, sometimes you get arbitration. These are very, I'm a program professional. When you use different words, the necessary outcomes could be different. So since we not there into the mainstream, we want to understand first what's in this rally. Because when you say dialogue, that means you hold this person, let them talk to each other. If you say arbitration, that's you get a problem the way they don't put before you, they say, come judge this case. So we not to understand it. What we know no more is there is a drive towards peace, and therefore we interested in that process. Now make us a so-called dialogue.
All right. Now people in the
maybe we'll be for using different words.
All right, I get it clear. People in the accusing us on the side with the ruling government. Now that make all these years, even when we are supposed to be vocal on it, is it true that we decide with the ruling government, we decide with the BO government?
Categorically, it is not true. The reason being, why we for side with the ruling government? They're not give we 1 cent for we work. Secondly, siding one party, you don't create problem already. It's not the peace way. We want peace. So if we go side one person, then obviously peace not good. So it don't make sense. We have retired people and we afraid God, as I've been mentioned, we follow the scripture. The scripture not allow we for go side one party in a conflict. So people will spin their own positioning for blame others. But I can categorically tell you, say the Interreligious Council of Sierra Leone, I know they talk about the so-called religious leaders. So I mean the Interreligious Council of Sierra Leone, which comprises of member association of Muslim and Christian faith. We are non-partisan. There is no logic, no reason for us to part anybody, let alone the government.
All right, thank you very much. Now, people let me look at again this question. I'll still refresh. What if APC don't ever approach you now, or SLP don't ever approach you now as a mediator? They don't ever meet you now on this one, or una don't ever approach them for say una one come middle them for break the impasse?
No, as I explained earlier, we normally don't proactive. All the meetings we don't hold with the various parties and stakeholders, now we don't initiate them formally. As I said, the last Wednesday, now we meet the SLPP.
So why then still they need foreign people and for come? Because they say they not trust they not trust the institutions in the country. So why? Is it not because people that don't begin to say like when they take sides?
Well, that question is best put to them. But we don't create the platform. We don't create the opportunity for let them rely on we. We don't go tell them what we, just like Ado explained to you. So now if they feel say we not competent or they're not ready for use with at this time, we just try. If peace come, that is the outcome we look for. So I'm not going to answer why they're not. We have the competence, that's for sure, because all the members of the Interreligious are highly experienced and God-fearing people. We will listen to sides, the content of waiting and tell we, but therefore tell we consistent to not change as time they go on. Then the other problem sometimes we get when we engage the stakeholders, Then they send lower level personnel. We not get the authority. We reach at critical points. They say we will go report to the executive. This creates problem for the Interreligious Council. Otherwise, we are a very functional and effective organization.
And one thing where I will tell you for sure, I don't get no doubt into our credentials, on our expertise, on our experience. The only thing is people that don't seems to be, they don't lose faith in her. People that don't reduce, the faith in her, it don't minimize. Perhaps that make maybe even the political parties, instead of them send a higher ranking officer, then they send a lower ranking officer. I don't know if you go agree, say people there seems, I mean, the faith in the religious council don't minimize. Is there anything una they do for boost una confidence, una faith, for let people see say yes indeed, una na a force for looking to, una na the moral guarantors a way at least for looking to. By right, in the country we are in, you get majority of the people and religious people. I mean, we believe in God, we directly. We feel say una for don't be the backbone. Is there any something that they work for change the perception of people?
Well, you know, everybody gets freedom to your own views, but nobody no can to we it as Interreligious can to say, look, what you don't do, we're not supposed to do this, so we not get faith in man. Nobody no can it. But now things that know they see social media. Interreligious council don't collect brown envelopes. We don't need this to function. So do you make this is love in country, let not spin information without evidence. We are open, we are an open organization. So we drive off Kingama Road. Anybody, I always say, when we meet the stakeholders, you are free to call. We know them very well. So not take a conclusion without you not make we know. If you not get confidence in we, maybe tell we how we don't go wrong. But if you not give me the concrete reason, then my position will remain the same. So if somebody feels say we did something wrong, let them tell we directly. But right now we not get any evidence of wrongdoing. Thank you.
All right. One confidence we people talk about. They say we don't see state actors there. We don't see security personnel there. There are ample evidence whether they kill unarmed or protester or civilians there. And the moral guarantor, the Interreligious Council, people are waiting and they argue. They expect at least the least one I can do when I go pull a statement, particularly on armed civilians, where maybe authority go shoot over the past year for condemn or for ask for police for them to investigate or for follow up or for be vocal on that. Then say the listener for don't do at least for don't pull a press release, because the examples are many where we see police, I mean, in 1 or 2 cases where personally lost their life. I don't know if you go get something for talk on this. These are the reason we make people and say maybe when I don't keep quiet, maybe something when I afraid, maybe when I don't take sides. While enough for pull a press release, at least all man will say the Interreligious Council, and then you won't position this.
Okay, first of all, make us say you say people and people and people. I don't know which category of people, but make I tell you categorically say anybody will say will not make press release, obviously just the spin waiting in views, because there is evidence that we don't make several press releases before, during, and after. So let me again, this is a typical example of where people they say will not give press release. But by the way, press release should be based on facts, not on waiting somebody tell we. So many times when they take the authorities them on, then they ask we say, where is the evidence? We invite for the evidence, nobody know they give. I'll give a typical example. Before the elections, well before the elections, when they monitor the environment, they say kidnapping don't increase in the city or in the country. So we immediately engaged the then Inspector General of Police. And then it turned out for say the few incidents we happen, now stage manage things and criminals and do this. So if we now grab as Interreligious Council go say, hey, kidnapping don't go, we'll stop them, then we have not done justice to our mandate. So this is why sometimes when people say we don't make press releases, they have not come to, where is the press? We have press releases, sir. So let nobody not say we not make press releases. It's not correct. On the contrary, they don't get any evidence say we're not proactive in this matter. Thank you.
All right. Again, it's good. I understand our challenges, our constraint, like we don't talk say, even for loan I get a permanent place safe, we wanna call an office, when I move from place to place. When I know they get funding from government, pass from goodwill people, which is a challenge, and no they happen as salon. But when I get when I engage the media, because when I can do for now your own part, when I can feel like when I do right thing, when they put on a press release, but are these press release or these actions when they do really they reach the masses or the real targeted audience? Because mind you, we don't move again from the Stone Age or from the SLBC. People that don't come online now, you know. So if you message me they reach online, I'm telling you, you miss a huge chunk of the population where it actually matter. Where they spin or where get where they influence communication and information. When I can engage the media or pass an action.
Okay, I'm glad the way you raised that issue because I'm not going to vouch for say we get the best engagement with the media, but each of them we stakeholders then who they meet always they get a component of the media in discussions with them. But maybe I can take your point. That's an area we probably need for improvement because then if people don't know, but that should not be the reason. If you don't know, you come and ask. This is the thing, but I accept that the media will minimize this issue of mistrust between us and the larger community. So, but that also is a resource-based issue. Now, when you invite the media, there are certain responsibilities, resource responsibilities. If you don't get them, then it becomes complicated. But I agree with you that if we improve the communication channels so that the general public will know what they do.
All right. Another thing we're gonna we know Monday there will be a mediation or dialogue between the government and the opposition. What's now the expectation of the Interreligious Council? What do they expect from there? Because we know about this impact.
Well, first of all, as I've been talking, we are expecting that there will be peaceful resolution. But the expectation specifically will depend on what form is this mediation, is this a dialogue, whatever it is. But our expectation is that let there be peace in our beloved country. So that's our expectation. But since we have not been directly involved, it is difficult for the Interreligious Council to track what the steps them and therefore the expected outcomes. But we hope and pray as religious people that the Almighty Allah God will guide whoever is discussing it. Yeah.
Well, that's not the thing for so a lot of people. And say if they don't regard the Interreligious Council, but like in that stage, una for them on the forefront. You understand? Una with the Peace Council Commission. Una for them on the forefront. But anyway, we understand how the thing they go. We go open the line. Let Fambule, we can open the line now. So you'll be asked question. We get the first vice president of the Interreligious Council. I'm sure he will willing for take some of the questions then we wanna get. All right, we get the first caller. Yes, caller, outside the call from.
Hello?
Yeah, outside the call from.
Yeah, this is Abdul from United States.
Okay, Abdul, you get a question for Palaji, the Interreligious Council Vice President.
Yeah, I'm telling you for way issue. Me on distrust for the Interreligious Council now the August 10 findings they come out with. Wait till me see because evidence day. Wait till me see from videos and social media, largely the peaceful protesters them in here. And we not see any reason for people to come out say this team be well planned, they be financed. I mean, you don't need to finance demonstration at Sierra Leone. As long as angry the people they add up, you don't need to do that. Any Christmas can grab them and gather people then they demonstrate and it is successful. And the body will live in guarantee, say for look into that matter day and come out with something concrete so if you satisfied. That be Interreligious Council. Never mind, not about this, I mean not the concept. the political. But when you look at what the president read before they start to do the findings and waiting the body count, they say one person is spied from the company. So now all distrust and the way I get. They need to do more for me. The former body will maybe no join the peace accord, Lome and Abidjan. I mean, they do way better than this. Thank you, bye.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so Famul, in case you are asked question, the line still open. We'll look at the text again. We will look at. Okay. Yes, call outside. They call from. Yeah, call outside. They call from. All right. To miss this caller, you go call back. All right. Once we wait for the squeezing time, because I know say it can 8 o'clock you get to go pray shy. A caller just to make a silent ask a silent question.
You want to respond to that?
Yes. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I said thanks to the caller. Let's just make a correction.
Okay. No, apology. Let me just take another call again.
Okay,
yes,
okay,
side the call from.
okay.
Side the call from.
I call from Riyadh.
All right, you get.
I just get a statement.
Okay, go ahead.
Instead of a question for the Religious Council.
Go ahead.
First of all, these people they rely on them. We rely on their voices for raise issues when things then happen. The killings in Sierra Leone, they never said anything. The results issue, they not ever say anything. Now these people, they are kind of this platform, they can't they don't even get office. People, they accuse them of things. It's not accusation, that's the truth. Now they say anything against the government at this present moment. And we're not supposed to be with voices as well. So the results, we will not say anything. So how now occasionally when you talk to you not even your office, you go from office to office, you're not guaranteed, so you don't deserve an office, in my statement. In my own opinion, sirs, sorry, I'm not trying for this disrespectful, but I'm just trying to tell you guys, you're not doing a good job. Thank you so much.
All right, now we had another voice. Yes. Yes, call outside the call from. Yeah, outside the call from. Yeah, outside the call from.
Mr. Komon-Tok, this is a concerned citizen. I come from Sierra Leone.
All right, you get now question you are asked because the Interreligious Council there with you now. You get the question?
Yes, I mean, I get a question what I want to ask. I want to ask a question because in a religious leader, a lot of things they don't come up, we don't happen under this new regime. Boku things don't happen, boku killing don't happen. Waiting at them ever praise voice for condemn the act the day we don't happen. Because what you would try for say the Quran the Bakara, the first two ayah, we tell you see, it say the Quran na the book, we are the guardians of the people, we them conscious about the Almighty Allah. The one way they believe in the Almighty Allah, now they establish the prayers and spend waiting the Almighty Allah provide for them. So you can be careful because let money not influence them. Because the ayah says, Zalikal kitabula raiba fi mutakin ilalladina yutimuna salata ma azaknahum yunfikum. You don't see? So in that direction, if you're not a religious leader and you know say you get for left this dunya, let politics not deviate you from the truth. What anybody between them two parties, anybody will come against Sierra Leone, they will come up bold and talk about Yeri. Even they talk press release, we don't see press release check out on the social media. But then you will not ever contribution and not ever share.
All right, thank you very much. Now we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello?
Yeah, outside the call from.
Hello? Yeah, you hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Outside the call from.
Yeah, I call from America.
All right. Now, question you get for us?
Yes, now question I get for us.
Go ahead, please.
Thank you for what you do in the first place. I really appreciate you, man. But also, the question I want to ask the previous scholar, you don't elaborate much on it. That is a flavor bless him, because that's not the other very, very important question I will try for bring. Because a lot of things that don't happen necessarily. If you want a religious council, then we at least want to for bring peace. Let me say you get you picking in a house. You say like now we're not that them. But who bad things then they happen. We're not they talk. Only for less than them one way she said the one where them they do bad all along and intend this. Well, income it can report to una, now they tell una they come. It's like when another do justice to the country, when another do justice to ourselves. You know, irregardless, this na papa.
Okay, today na question. After perhaps the pago, we go open the line for low talk more. Now question no more we go able to take. We go and get for respond. Hello?
Yeah, there you are. There.
Yeah, yes, a question. So I don't know your question. It will respond to that, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
All right. Now we take two more calls. Then the PAG will respond. Yes, call outside the call. The judge take two more calls. Then we give chance to the PAG. No, say one go now. Yes, who's side the call from?
Hello, Sir Komon-Tok.
Yeah. Now question you get for us?
Yes.
All right, okay.
My question is one I get for the first. The Interreligious Council, the moral guarantors, they don't disappoint the whole of Sierra Leone. They get from do that. You understand? And this is my question. All the atrocities that will be happen, when you see them, they condemn, they come to one. When they say Interreligious Council, both the Muslim and Christian, because we get religious tolerance in the country, we're expecting them to join them together and do a perfect condemnation to all the atrocities that really happen in the country. But none they will do that. You understand? You know, it's a really a big blow to them.
Okay, what's my question? What's my question?
My question is, you understand? What's in the role where they play?
Okay.
Now, you understand, they bring
all right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Really
yeah, thank you very much. Now, good question. We go the Pago answer. Yes. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Yes, a question he gets?
Yes, I have a question for me, Daddy. Thank you so much.
No problem. Go ahead, please.
I really appreciate the fact about the media to post or answer the questions. And my own question is, the media, I'm not saying they're not to get finance or whatever, because as I just say, like I will just say, but let me make this a suggestion. I suggest say anything they want to do, we get the Twitter, let them can join themselves on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, let them go to publicize it, some of the things that we're going to know what they do. Because if we do something we don't know, then we'll get a question to ask. So I'd ask me that if you don't get any page like a Facebook or Twitter or any other way, means where the Google just publicize and follow.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. You answer. Let me just take one last more call. So the PAG will respond. Yes. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello.
Yeah, outside the call from. Okay, you are yes, I did fine. You asked a question.
So the question where I want to ask, it looks like a question.
Well, we only take question right now because we left all the Kaya for answer with questions then. So if you get a question, that would be great.
Okay. So waiting make where the religious leaders that they pray for tell the government the truth thing what it happen at the country.
Okay.
Like even the prices that what they go on at the country, then they right for put much day. Because all man don't say yes, they get right for do that. Government of the part them. Even some things that what happen, they not for left and no more civil society. Therefore make meetings with civil societies them, then they arrange them things then they
But if they don't do them, it look like
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. We go answer, Andy. All right, let we take the last question for tonight. Yes, call outside the call from. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, outside the call from.
Yeah, the call from France.
All right, now question you want to ask?
Yes, I want to question.
All right, the party listen, you go ahead.
Okay, what I want like only supposed to be last from free the member with incident, you are all after following, ever out of everything as a baby. And which are one as a look to the more international acquaintance, the promotion the book and things that we don't go on our they wouldn't come out and play see. They said one particular.
Okay, what's the question?
You know what? Impact come out is what that is very never to come out.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much to respond to that. Okay, yes, Lord would say I won't put the last thing. Okay, family, let us start first because let the panel let go get ample time for answer all these. We go definitely open the line when the panel go. We go discuss with them. And also you take notes. One of the team will stand August 10. That report, according to one of the caller, it looked like say a very similar to waiting the commission wouldn't set then go table. What you go say about this one?
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, make us say a bit encouraged about the passion the callers get about their country. Okay, so I appreciate that, and this is the sort of interaction we for the get. The first thing is on the August 10 report, make some correction. Not an Interreligious Council set up. There was just one representative from the Interreligious Council out of about 10 members. So if you associate the
one person, just for example,
please give me time, make a come.
Yeah,
I'm moving
I understand.
logically.
Yeah,
so make you not classify the reports with Interreligious Council, because when you're in a group of 10, 15, it is the consensus which you have to abide by. This is natural law. Yeah, so I'm not dissociating myself from the comments we don't make from the report. What I'm saying is, don't say it is the Interreligious Council. That's the point I'm making.
But one of our colleagues we go represent
the president representative. So, but exactly. that does not mean that everything in the report the Interreligious Council necessarily agree with them. I mean, you know that when there's a team, it is not necessarily that there's consensus all the time. And that's the one that you understand.
So we're not giving a blessing to the report. I said we're not giving a blessing to the report. Even if not,
but you know the team followed me logic. It doesn't mean that is a report issued by the Interreligious Council. This is the point I'm making.
Yes, but when for them get to know your own position, we clearly differ from Gandhi. If not get anything, we not agree with.
But a report will not tell you the varying positions. It will tell you the consensus position. Please be reasonable.
Well, yeah, but
when you get a report of a group of people, it is the consensus position which is publicized, not the varying. Otherwise, the book will be as voluminous as anything you can imagine. Yeah. So that's the only point.
Well, how many people they put inside the same pot now because una agree for them on the consensus.
Yeah. Okay. So let me come to the point now. Let me tell you also, I'm not here to give you the merits or demerits of that report. No, I cannot do that. Yeah, it was a report presented to government. That is it. So I know what to say now as Interreligious Council, a member of that committee, begin the merits and that. I cannot do that. But I don't want you to associate the entire report with the Interreligious Council per se. Yeah.
Well, anyway,
okay. Can I move on? Yeah, that's my position. Okay, the other one is people always say, why would you not say anything against the government? No, we cannot, our focus cannot be against the government. We cannot say something again. What we can say when we have the facts, we say this is wrong because Scripture tells us we are informed about what is wrong and what is right. We say so, but that is different from speaking against the government. Don't forget that our country, we still in a law-abiding society. We are guided by laws.
Okay.
If you don't say somebody don't do wrong, it is the court of law which will confirm that. But we have been saying, I'll give you the example of the kidnapping, where people, based on information, we challenge the Inspector General. When we go there now, they say this incident we don't mention, we don't find out, say, now almost the boyfriend and the girlfriend play a trick. So this is the point I want for Leona to do. Okay. It is not always, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
The truth of the matter is, I know say when I get guidelines, but if people they go up till the triangle the country, feel yourself get a voice as moral guarantors, as spiritual leaders, for tell the truth. You they talk about fact. I like what you say. We need forget evidence, fact. There are a lot of evidence. Inflation, even governments agree say inflation don't go up by more than 42%, and things that they go up. Salary remain. At any time, when I don't pull a press release for all governments for look into the concern of the cost of living.
Of course, because if only that we say it is affecting us, but there's evidence that we don't raise the issues of the rising economic situation at one time or the other. There's fact, this is evidence. So, but that does not mean you are going to criticize government. That's what I'm saying. When you have the facts,
criticize government.
No. I say that's not the focus. The focus is to correct the situation. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
The criticism does not necessarily solve the problem.
But they draw attention. Criticism will draw attention. So the
yes. So that is it. But that is not. It's different from criticizing. I mean, from condemning. Because sometimes it helps when you raise a problem, you self-profile some solution or some ways where you think say they will solve this problem. But for just go say this is a problem, I don't think that's good for an impartial stakeholder.
People in the sooner let's
I just want to assure the people and say we are taking action in terms of raising issues that we see evident in the society that are creating problems. Yeah.
People in the talk say that for sooner let's for be fearless in telling the truth.
Which way?
As it is.
In which way?
For example, in the killings of what they talk about around the country where they happen, 1 or 2 cases where people they expect at least religious council for urge the police for restraint, or at least them for use other means, like we say profile solution. Maybe then go use tear gas, maybe then go use rubber bullets, maybe then go use water cannon, different way, rather than result. Look like September 11, when people there inside their house lost their lives, and people they expect the religious council at least for pull a statement and urge government for investigating to the issues in there. I don't know if I wanna be doing that.
Yeah, well, since you say you don't know, I tell you now, say, in each of these crises, we try to do based on what evidence we have. But when they ignore the facts, I tell you, say, even the Inspector General, not once, no, we engage them people regularly. I start by saying over the last 12 to 18 months, we have been going around stakeholders. What else can you do? I think one of the things the outcome one they focus on, but as non-partisan stakeholders, we get for be sure say what we are doing is the right thing. Yeah, but we have no interest in things going wrong in our country. Why should we be? As I say, the affect we say with families them, so we cannot sit back. We are not just on Interreligious Council; we are also Sierra Leoneans like you. So you look at the logic. It doesn't fit.
Right. I get you. You go accommodate 5 more questions from the public. If you get time.
No, I see some issues there.
Okay,
the issue of the price increases. I know for sure that the president, he has been monitoring this. We don't raise this issue several times. But pricing of commodities is an economic issue. There are people whose responsibility is to monitor the economy and do something. Now, if we, what we can say is that petrol have been this month, we don't go into waiting at the reason. That's what we try to find out. But we cannot be the determinants of the elements of that price increase. We don't have the capacity to do that. Please be reasonable with us. But we can say that price has changed because that's a fact. Now, what they do about that price change, you and I are responsible to ensure that it happens, not just the Interreligious Council. Yeah. So the atrocities, again, the Interreligious Council has no interest, absolutely. Please be logical. Why should we sit over our own people being killed and say nothing? It doesn't fit. Yeah, so please rely on us when I say, when we see something wrong, we say something about it, and not only say at the highest level, we have access to the presidency. We have access to civil society. Civil society shares information with us. So not to say we just sit on something. I wonder when I open this kind of dialogue with we, then we that's why I like the suggestion about using the social media more effectively. But again, these things take time, you see. But that does not mean that we're not doing what we're supposed to do. We may not do it as effectively as we should because of various reasons, but we are very concerned as Sierra Leoneans, as a council, for making sure that we country prosper.
Okay. All right. Now we see back. You got anything we know, Tiana, we want to respond to?
Okay, the issue of this, again, I see a couple of the callers and they refer to religious leaders. I want to emphasize again, there are many, many religious leaders in our country. If you go and hear something because that person is a religious leader in his or her community, you say an Interreligious Council, that's not fair because we are bound by certain values. We not go compromise those values, and those values derive mainly from scripture. And the scripture is very clear. It tells you what is wrong, what is right. So you don't have an option in scripture. Yeah. So I just want to draw that line. So because many times religious leaders support God. No, that's not the Interreligious Council. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So you go able to accommodate like 3 or 5 calls more.
Yeah, I'm open. This is useful.
Right.
I'm here.
Okay. So Fambulem, the Palaji don't grant we back. So in case you want call, you welcome back. You go call now. I know say a lot of people. Okay, we don't get the first caller. We don't miss this caller. Yes, caller, una can call now. The pardon grant we 5 calls. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. I call from UK.
All right. You got a comment or a question for Ax?
Yeah, my question, I phrase them into just a comment for the one we invited here at the show, again at the Muslim side, where that the interreligious people they wouldn't call themselves interreligious people them. Really, we are all callers to the truth, especially when we come from religion. But when you address talk to a leader or you try to do a mission into a ministry, these atrocities there, the very government who is supposed to protect the people there, then they cause mayhem, then they kill people there, and then they drive people there from protest. And then people they sit down at that country, then they see, then they read, then they know till they go on. Still, then they call themselves interreligious body. They not do nothing. What I mean, they not do nothing. I know say yes, and sometimes they will talk to them, but wallahi, with that kind government way in that country today, nothing not they we go talk. Nobody not they we go talk to them. We then go listen.
All right. Let me make a short. Let we add another person voice caller, please. Let me make a short because of time. Let we add another voice.
What you want to say? What now? What is the next step? Where they talk when something they happen? then you and a religious leader will advise.
Okay, so your comment is the next step.
Advise. What is the next step?
Okay, thank you very much. Now we had another voice. Yes, don't take 3 more calls. Then we'll wrap up the program. For Daddy Power response. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah, I call from London, Komon-Tok.
Yeah, that
Thank
question.
you so much.
That question you want to ask, or you want to make a comment?
I want ask question, then I just want to make a brief comment.
But yeah, please, Lord, go on quick.
Okay. Yeah, Alaji, first of all, they say then I'll be part and parcel of that committee they would then be set up. And now in the try for dissociate itself and the religious council away from taking responsibility. And whenever Alaji sit down yonder or waiting at, they tell the Sierra Leone people and say they not be all responsible for all lecture. And these are people that we don't see Madabio, we don't see Fatima, we don't see in Samura Kamara. They go pray at the mosque there. They know why they take that guy out to task at all. You know, and this are the hypocrisy what they talk about. We rely on them saying that they for be the standard bearers for we nation.
Okay, now comment you make on a question you want to ask.
You know, they totally don't pay with their religious yeah.
Okay, now question you want. All right, okay. You know, blue mine, you can't blue mine. Okay, now we had another person. We'll take 3 more. They'll wrap up. We give chance to Palaji for you respond. Yes, call outside the call from. All right, okay. And a question you want to ask, or you want
to ask question, yeah.
All right, go ahead, please.
I don't know whether the religious council be congratulate President Pio.
All right, okay. Then go answer that. Thank you very much.
Then if they congratulate him, I don't know whether they read the EU report because it contradicts within the results see.
Okay. All right. That's a good question. I will refer some for in case you know get time. I would take the last the last caller. Okay. I will take the last one for the question. Yes. Call outside the call from. Yes. Who's side the call from? Okay. Now question you want to ask the power or you just want to make a comment?
Yes, I want to ask them them as a religious council. They get any extra power when you do promote government. Actually, you cannot really resign or we would have right. Now they don't care conscience for saying these are the wrong things. If they get that power for who radio say we government on the right, can't do it, not correct.
Okay.
That's the one.
That's that not yes.
Second, the other past electoral dispute where they belong to, where Madam Itawa say no, there's nothing win. They talk to them and Solobi. If you Solobi, I don't know about Solobi. If they do anything extra for calm them down, or they just accept on their own.
All right, thank you. All right, let's squeeze this last question. Will you come? Let's squeeze this last one. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello?
Yeah, outside the call from.
Yeah, Mohammed call from Cyprus.
Okay, Mohammed, now question you want to ask or you want to make comments?
Yeah, the question we really want to ask, I really want to know when they talk about religion, if now people they waiting they on bias system or now people we actually they stand for the truth.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for the answer. Yes, call outside the call from. Okay. All right. So I think what we'll go do now, let me pause this one first. Let me pause the line so that I know say people are on call, but the points I get for go, you know. Okay. Yes. Who's side you call from?
From the UK.
All right. Now question you want to ask?
Just a statement around gay.
No, well, time don't between now. Time don't between now. If that question we go accommodate.
I want Father to give me an answer because he give a contradictory statement.
No, you go answer.
He say that he speak for police. He say na criminal them who thieves outside of the arrest. Second one, he say Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Someone is saying a boyfriend and girlfriend do pranking. You know, them people we don't get no trust on them because he say they don't get no right to criticize the government.
All right.
The government can criticize them, maybe even an SLPP member. He don't can't just disgrace himself to we.
All right.
Because
Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, Famula, let me close this line for now. We don't close the line because we want for let Ipa respond. Of course, we arrange for short time, but we don't go more than what we arrange for. Balaji, you don't get. I hope so. If you take notes, please we will respond to them people here. Then concern.
Okay. Thank you. First of all, I just make an observation. I mean, for all these questions when people they ask, my impression is that they already don't take a position on matters. So they want the argument for go in that direction. Well, I'm not ready, I'm not prepared to do that because I keep saying that we're a non-partisan organization, the Interreligious Council. So, but it is very clear to me from all the questions I don't see that they are driving towards a particular position. When you deal with solving a major problem like peace, you have to be very, take that into consideration. Okay, now for example, the first, in this second round, the first question say, with this kind of government, it means you expect we for say, what kind of government? We cannot tell you this kind of government. What we can say is things substantive that are going wrong in our country. We can raise those issues. But I cannot classify the government as this kind of government. Now, somebody they say, Mina, SLB, I just shrug that away. I'm not a party person. Okay, the next step, again, as I've been telling you, we have met many stakeholders. The last one, I said last Wednesday, we meet finally with the SLB. We are putting a report together on objective information we don't get. We will come now with the public as our own Interreligious Council report. In that report, you will know exactly what our views are on the various issues that we have raised with the stakeholders. So that is the next step. A report, in the next 1 week, I shall say we will get a report. Make I correct, I did not dissociate from the report. I just corrected you saying that it's an Interreligious Council report. And I'm not ready for accept anything we make in a group, everybody has to agree. That is not correct. That means you don't understand the principles of dispute management. Dispute will always have varying views when you manage dispute. So I didn't dissociate the Interreligious Council. I just reminded the person that now only the President Nainabi represents me on that report. So I didn't dissociate myself. Okay, there was a question about congratulations. I assume that question means we in the Interreligious Council on our letterhead send to the President for congratulations. No, we don't have such a communication to the best of my knowledge. So no, because that's not, why are we rushing to congratulate? When we see certain varying views. So please don't go down that line. It doesn't mean anything. That is not very important to us at the moment. So then this issue of going to the radio, please note that we are very critical when we are taking steps. You go to the radio and say, government is doing wrong, this is doing, how does that bring peace? You do that, you bring more chaos and you have not met your objective. We don't go down that line. Why are we going to the radio? That is not the way we do things in the Interreligious Council. So we are focused on what will bring peace to our country, not what we think as individuals. Okay, yes, I want to confirm, somebody asked whether we stand for the truth. Believe me, like somebody is a quote from Surah Al-Baqarah, some of us spend most of our time fearing our God. So we will not do something which we know the scripture is against, they will go down. We're not going to do that at all. Right now, there is, for instance, this issue of sexuality education. We spend so much time because this is tantamount to destroying our society. So everybody knows we are fully engaged with this. We cannot, scripture tells us something we know, we will not allow anything contrary to that. So yes, I will guarantee say, we as an Interreligious Council, there may be individual views, but we when we sign on something, it is what we know is the truth as scripture teaches us. Okay, finally, somebody could say, me say, na criminals within people who feign kidnap. Criminality is established by court, my friend. We have no mandate to classify somebody as a criminal. So I explained that the Inspector General at the time informed me, say when they investigate, they found out that that is the situation. So now they go take decision for go establish or otherwise criminality. We know what we do. Honestly, we know they follow sentiments or positioning of individuals in this matter. So with that, I really want to thank you very much. I want to assure you to say to the best of our ability, we will not let our country down. And first of all, I don't know this medium where you call me, so I would have loved to hear calls from our own country here. Maybe that could have added some flavor to it.
Yeah, people that come from Salon, but I'm
not be listening to that.
No,
I don't get it.
Alaji, for because of your time, if we open the line right now, you'll get past 200 calls. I'm telling you.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't get all this time. Yeah,
exactly.
But basically, I hope I don't establish reassure the population. Let them engage us. Come to our office. Tell us that this is what you know. This is the evidence. We will not let you down. But don't just imagine something that we take money now. We there on the side of government. No, this is not true. Most of the people were there in the intelligence camps, apart from the skeletal staff in the office, are doing it pro bono. Nobody is paid.
All right, Alaji, I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
So we don't want to take your time more than this now. At least you don't try. We hope so.
It's a pleasure.
Whenever the population need you back, will come for help in future for understand better.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much.
Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Yes,
Can I teach you?
All right, so Fambu, we agree for just 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and it don't take up to an hour, and we can understand. And it can be challenging for respond to certain things, and particularly where somebody fully prepare. I don't want out any guest now for the sake of for can't embarrass anybody. I know say certain people then they want to ask certain questions, but mind you, this is a platform where they go far and wide, 10, 20,000, 30,000 people in the watcher in 2 days time, both Facebook and YouTube, and people are going to watch in the future. So whatever guests we count, we can be more professional. We can ask some critical questions, but we're not going to go too deep. Let the post, particularly when we say the person to media person, for say, get the full knowledge of the kind of questions there, where it will engage you can prepare. Now the first time this will come. So therefore just make a mild for at least next time again when we need that, when we call out, you go give the audience for can respond to certain things. And as small, not so then say you take time kill lunch, so you will see in God. We can't say today because they don't grant to the audience. We go just come over there. But I'm glad the way when I call. I mean, I'm glad when I comment them, when I call them, when I questions them, then really this are the thing that bang way matter with plenty people in the talk. When I'm not shy from the truth, when I go, in fact, when I ask questions the way I not be one ask for them, don't feel too uncomfortable in the place. But when I come, I can't answer. That's the beauty about it. And I'm sure when they go pass this message to incompetence, the people then they watch. Sierra Leoneans and I make it say, you want to let people and call from Salon. You want to let the Sierra Leonean and I say, no, people and they call from Salon. It's just that time not there for you. Not to say that the diaspora and nobody call. We can open this line, we know they select for say we can only give permission to diasporans. No, everybody they call. People and they come from all partners Salon. It's just that you phone your number 91st now the press, you understand. Some people you can only say what they line engage people. People can engage. Well, when you watch show, something like then 10 people are engaged now. So, but it seems as if perhaps maybe you misunderstand. Maybe we'll just open this for diasporans and for men and call. Not as we happen, but I'll tell you, these are just more among like me you too. They drink salt and pepper, they get conscience. When some of them are going to house and go, they don't then they begin to realize, so people in the follow, people in the see, now keep up the good work. Not to me no more now can they say keep up the good work. The good work now we all get that, on our effort. Boku na una don't confess now this platform say una only begin show interest during Mother Beyond regime. Now some of us been take on our country serious. Some of them don't know nothing. I know a lot of people who they watch here, they know they don't belong to any political party. And I can tell now for sure. I know some people in there own APC, stalwart APC there. I know that I mean sometimes when we consider some man, if you not talk with your area, you need to feel good. You understand? So man, if you talk again, but I can understand. But majority of the people who they watch here, according to my own opinion, what I get now, that people wait just want to see their country good before. They know for go be a minister, they know for go be a director, they just want to get the feeling of the salon is doing well, and that's the family at least not for the cry all 10 for put more pressure on them. That's not the thing. Now they don't good feel good effects. Now that's a want, But then they only go up in when we continue for put pressure like this, continue for all the stakeholders there. And I feel bad for ourselves. We say they not even consult themselves. Now later they cancel them for go attend the peace, the dialogue between the government and APC, which means like they don't discredit her, I ask her. So on a moral grounds, you don't diminish people, don't get faith in again. The faith in her. And if for talk say when they criticize the government and they condemn the government, well, what's the point? As a religious leader, I expect to be for fear, expect to be fearless, Now so we be understand. I know a lot of people that will be they follow where be they go pray na mi papa in mosques, na Timney office, Timney mosques, office streets. They know the kind of post you want and the be. They know the fear for talk the truth, even if of course they see all the presidents, most of them can go pray Friday day. Now they use our opportunity whenever there is a president. In someone, it change it address them directly to the president. So if it gets that sort of like that credit, people then really appreciate that. If you're less one because they go back to them. This is the one thing, self-sufficiency, by any way they do. It good for religious leaders always try for fund money for you. Try for fund side, either if in a business you do whatever, because then they go help you for let you stand firm for the truth. But if you ever go back to a minister, you ever go back to a president, believe me, you will get, you will take your time while you talk to her. Because if you can't talk with you, talk, next time you're not going to forgive you. But with Papa, now be farmer also, if they got huge amount of rest already they come. So it was, like for salon level, like middle class. The point why they make here is when in a interreligious council, where be then an interreligious council, and they help this peace holder and just now they fight for the peace. Just like what he talks, say the religious council come into peace and come into being because of the war, and he was actively involved. But they respected back then because they're not afraid for telling anybody the truth. No girl, if you want send take her, but they tell you what you get for tell you. It's not God the give, not to you they give me. If I sitting on the scripture, they tell you. It's not to me, not to it's nothing personal. It's what the scripture say. Not to think personal. Now, waiting God say, I for tell you now, I don't tell you so. If you say they do me good for that, that's fine for you. The God will send this book, will make her deliver from, it will find a way for me for that survive. That was the lines that we use, But I don't know, where many accusations, people say they give them money, they bribe them. And you're not going to rule anything out because now they say state captured. The government don't misuse a lot of institutions in the country. But anyway, let's just stop now there. One thing where I want to remind you now, we go open the line again. Definitely, love we get Monacos. And not say, the President Bio talk about food security. I want just tell Salon people that I support President Bio initiative for we feed Sierra Leone. More than $200 million now we spend every year for import gas. However, we can always like for going to history. I don't want to let people misuse we take we for fool. You understand? This was President Bio back then in Toma Bomb where they talk about feed salon. I want to take you back to history. So around there now that last video they play before this interview coincide. Let me just take on a back in first term. The first one who played this now about the current one, not the zoo. Go back to history. But they can play another video for you, but perhaps it will bother you. It will monitor you. Believe me. Listen this one.
We don't talk about agriculture in this country, but a lot of people can look down on anybody where they do agriculture. Agriculture now about we all. But make I show you now the example. This is not just one of my own rice farm there. The last time I been a plow with the machine. This time at the show now we don't plow, and with the help of the community within Naya at this particular part of the country, we don't able to do up to 500 acres of rice Naya. And then because we start late. Next year, I'd encourage them for make we plant up to 1,000, and we will keep for increase. I want for me to do 2,000 acres Naya. I only able to do this because the minister they support. They are also get some young man them, and then this community, and then they do most of the work. And by doing this, then they learn, and we serve they help them for growth. Now the only way this will be able get to your rest. It's shameful for them as alone. They will be fed for Chinese rice, Pakistani rice, Indian rice. We will get this kind of soil, we will get this kind of rain. Look, the water we plenty. So really, we not get any business for the import rice now. Plenty market they jump in a free ton. All rest done, the price don't go up. If we got all of this, and this is just a minute part of this country, then we do this. This place actually not just across Toma Boom. If you watch in the far distance, you go see the communication pole down there right inside Toma Boom. So the land now the same as the land over yonder, and me they encourage all salon people for make we grow our own food and other agricultural products, not to rest no more. This same area is very good for cassava. If you watch now the far distance this way, then get plenty cassava farm there. If we see no more, we say pass with man they can plant to rest or plant and send them for we. Now the price of the one sell, now they go sell. Government no get way for reduce them. So they really appeal to everybody, from ministers to everybody in our society, more pay some attention to agriculture, because we all, from me to Mapnaya, I eat morning, I eat afternoon, I eat na net. Who said that they come on? Na bush. And we pay for everything. So it's fine for make we pay attention. Not to all time government for give you work in our office. Even if you get work in our office, you can't not the field.
All right, that was back then. But the 5 years done, we're not seeing that thing. But before the election, one of the things will be they take place. One of the deceitful thing where people, SLP people, they do. I feel so bad. Them people are need for take me serious. I can understand when we sit down behind the mic, we get for be more professional. But at the same time, I don't understand. We self now motamande, we can be emotional. Yeah. Particularly when people and they take people for granted. Sometimes, and like you want to cry. Tell them they want to shed tears. Now, listen what some politicians they do salon people. And listen carefully. The video where they can play with you so, play for you so. I believe say if you get some people and they will shed tears. Please, una salon, put in the comment section. Tell me what's in the bag, what's in the price of one bag rice. Please, now put in the comments. But first, listen what some politicians they do to people there. Please listen this one. Listen this.
The rest not there. It's just 200,000 bills per bag. If you want them, you go now Ahmadiyya Junction, it then a store there for sale. Because one of the problems with every state or country they get now food. Where food not there for let the people eat, now problem. So now, SLP as a political party, we don't embark on agriculture. And we believe that with agriculture, now we will able to make life simple for the people of this country. And if you watch, the Honorable Chief Minister, and I don't set this example, again, for good restaurants when I say self-planted in this country, a lot of restaurants at the restaurant, this is what they see inside this Portugal, in Odia. Now just 200,000 euros. Hey. If you want the one way then I saw with the seller, and when they start the first sale, when I mean they open the first sale, the first person when they come now, can give me 200,000 for this one bag rest. Now the first sale is for the rest. Minister don't produce that kind of display. This woman, the Madam Safia Tukasamba, I don't buy the first bag per week, 200,000 euros. So you go come, my brother. God bless you. Una count some rest and Pinaya. Anybody wants rest? Right now, I can't over here, honorable. We just opened the first sale. Every 200,000. Every 200,000 for the salesman. When I get that money. Okay. This mic you don't get control over where you are. That street you get control over my care. You will listen to me. Now, with the handover. You take your rice, Safia to Kasamba. On account the rest. On account the rest. We want more rest here. How many? Okay. Let's see.
So, Formula, now they see the reason why make some people in the vex. Where I can say when people in the course, when me not like course, but I can understand why people in the course. These people, before the election, now this thing be the do. Then fool people and then tell people and go to Kenya other places there, then say then get rest on 200,000. Now the government and don't plan that rest day. Now the chief minister now you don't get boku rest. So can you imagine? It was very, very deliberate, just at least for fool people there. How deceitful, how wicked, how manipulative. It's painful. $800,000, according to from the comment section. The rest not 800,000. The time where he be the made the statement, the rest now be around, if I'm not mistaken, around 650, something like that. Then go propaganda, say the rest now 200,000. They just don't, this are deliberate attempt, not to say that rest so them go. This now rest where they use just for go campaign, they say when I rest so they don't go. Where the rest? Where the rest? 200,000. Mind you, if rest go 200,000, would they care about who praise the government? And because rest was 200,000 during around 200,000 2018, when Madabio was a presidential candidate, will be the blast. Even the then government will say rest from 60,000 doing to Jankaba to now, when I like 200,000, the people are suffering, the people are blah blah, and all know them click then, so. And now the rest are 800,000, and then they're not just tap the now the propaganda side, now they feel and that make you see certain things when they counter on the platform. Because we know certain things will happen. If people are not capable honest, be honest to themselves. If somebody not be honest to himself, I will not expect it to be honest to you. If somebody not honest to himself, I expect it to be honest to you. Anyway, I believe say things go change in salon. Believe me, as long as we get the media, we will go after some of Funa, we will expose and analyze them. Yeah, honestly, we will continue for expose and analyze them. Honestly, and people in the say like this now. If try the way social media not be there, like this message done, like that lie when this man go lie. This is a pure lie. Don't forget about this video. We will continue for play the deceitful message, the manipulative, the fake news, this now fake propaganda, this, just at least for long manipulate the people and for able to get them out now want. The right now rather abandon them. Why would I not continue for sell the rest 200,000 if it did? Why? Okay, at least I sell half of the price, 400,000. People and they still go buy. Not to pass 200,000. I make a 400. Okay, una knock out and free to una can't go on a stronghold there. Una can't go on the stronghold there. The Kenema, the McKinney, I mean the Kenema, the Bow, the Kainla, una carry them go the corner, the southeast, una carry them go, una go sell 400,000. Another time for talk about regional. I just time for talk say this na the sauna be na go na stronghold. When I go sell rest 200,000. Now rest don't go 800,000 a free tour. Some of them places in the Santa rest now 850,000 because of the transportation. When I go back there, when I go sell the rest 400,000. At least now we are brothers and sisters. If then they buy rest under 400,000, that's fine. I'm not facing anything problem. When I go there back and go sell this rest 400,000, not to 200,000 because don't pass 3 months now, 4 months. When I go make that announcement. You see? And these are the things that they talk, the traditional media, they talk, then keep quiet, this deceitfulness. Anyway, let we entertain few calls just in case let we just entertain few calls now. The line open just in case you want to add your voice on the program. We're going to entertain some calls there. Yeah, not connected now. Yeah. All right. So yes, found the line open. We will take a few calls there. I'll look into on our text there. This one come out. But anyway, una go very hard for that man, that Palaji. Fabulous. That was too heavy. And I don't know if you could come back on this platform, but now me, I just called it out because I don't let anything go past that, but that was too heavy, not to say an insult, but some of those that have facts, I not be prepared for that anyway. This one they come up from Martin Conte, what they say, Mr. Komon-Tok. All right, okay, love you had this caller. Yes, caller, how's that they call from?
It's my talking point.
Yes.
I call from California.
All right.
I'm very allergy to inspire. Sometimes we get to call things by their name.
Yeah, no.
We will live by us, so when we mess up, we tell you, so you mess up. You president should reply, we tell you, so you are like, man, we know the good power with you, you understand? If you will take this thing back and tell the people that we then see, then trust, because we not trust them. We then feel say that they lead them, then trust them, learn to tell them true. Trust me, Salono the day like I did.
Not true.
Biology talk to all the complain about them are propaganda. Biology don't know much why we know they see that body there with them. Where them kill ways in a propaganda, how they not get evidence. Biology then if you call yourself say out say you are mediator between God and the people then una not only for talk true, una say una interreligious council. The word alone, it don't make una prince, like una to communicate between the people and God. And una not get to see a man. You understand? When person wrong, in wrong. When you kill innocent soul, you got to tell the man, why you not find a better way to treat this man than you decide to point gun and kill him? Then the next day he thought, all was like total mess. But what's really glad is I just glad the way people and go for them. We know but they ask me about chief minister, they own propaganda. Now the people then are they fall for them grace. And how they fall for them grace now, so they suffer for the grace. Because if you don't say, give me that grace 200,000, I know say this na cheap popularity. Now for just 2 seconds after that the election, if they go up, now so they do the people. And so the people then fall for the grace. They make them suffer for the grace. Now so me they left me on.
All right, okay, let me add another voice. Okay, hold on. Is this caller? Yeah, caller, you call back. Yeah, the line open. We'll entertain some few calls there. What's up, BDC? This one they come up from Isatamas. I already said they are deceit, using the people fake news, liars, shame on you. Shameful, God will punish you. Salon really is strong. This one they come out from okay. All right, this one they come up from Annie Nathan. Oh, they say Salon really needs strong God's intervention. Vicky Omeo, they say they promise to fix economy. All right, okay. Now we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Yeah, outside the call from. Hello? I think you need for call back, but you line the break. You line the break. We'll not get you. Please call back. The line the break. They promised to fix the economy within 3 months after the election. Marion Williams, people we are clapping for the deceiver. Yes, call outside the call from. Oh, no. I'm sorry, caller. It seems as if your network get issue. This one they come from Marion Williams. So people we are clapping for the deceiver. Okay. This one they come from Lecrisia Bano. They say, please, Mr. Komon-Tok, continue playing this video, reminding. All right, okay. Now we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah, I call from London, Komon-Tok.
All right, you get 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, Komon-Tok, thanks so much for this program. Yeah, it's very educative and we really enjoy them. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you for the feedback.
Yeah, you see that Imam Paul can na the discussion forum, now the same one they deceive the people in other place there, because people rely on them for stand up for people. But if they sit down, because of brown envelope or because of them, because they decide for favor one group or one region from another, so now it's very serious problem in that country there. In as much as we only pray, say, let God intervene also. But we the people, we the Sierra Leoneans, are very responsible for waiting the happen.
That's you, yeah.
Mother Bio, Fatima, Samura Kamara, they all go pray now, they're different mosques and then different churches and they. But one day, none of them religious people and they don't put them people and they to task for say, oh my friend, what did they happen? I ask you. Una help them, una help for people and they suffer, but then consent, they clap for them, and they be in there, they dance for them, and that really, really don't disappoint people there. The Sierra Leonean people, they left for follow them people, they left for the clap and dance behind people, yeah. Then get for left that.
All right, thank you very much. Okay. In case you want to expand, you call back. Now we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Whose side you call from?
I call from Freetown.
All right, you get the platform.
Yeah, just understand why the authority figures them. They can always put up this thing, like say the people that are the diaspora are not so Sierra Leoneans. I get this from government. Now I don't get them from this allergy where you just the interview. where say maybe wish now Sierra Leoneans they call.
Yeah,
Many people that they call from the diaspora, not to Sierra Leoneans. And in that sentiment, there are a lot of officials in this country, yeah, they portray. Like I don't understand why we for differentiate Sierra Leoneans who live in the diaspora to we would in a even among we the civilians, I think we get this resentment here towards the people there in the West. I really don't know if a good for we community for people will go. You know, we want to know money, but if you really go down the line, you will see the people that are the diaspora are not really likely to buy with Sierra Leoneans. It can bother me because I get a lot of family members there we did at the diaspora. We then say they complain like they're not belong na the diaspora because they're not foreigner them. Then our young country again, they feel like they not belong there as well. So when you go to say who that and go cause this and it made a point to politicians. The chief minister be just there on the one. I don't know if I interview on I think the way they say how they and that they suffer they're not able to turn on the heat on way with at them camp, then they want to talk about Naya. So basically just the example talk down on the people that are the dance for. They really make me sad. I don't know why we don't just embrace each other and begin to differentiate, like putting this alike bad with stuff. You know, and I cannot even call for answer question because people that already asked most of the question about where I want asked. But I think that they will pay attention to more than they could just ignore them and just pretend like say and then they go on. There is this big divide that from the people them. Now we get the problem now. We look at the people that are the diaspora like they're not Sierra Leoneans. I don't know what me get for say. It really sad.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Now we had another voice. Yes. Call outside the call from.
Yes, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Yes. Who's the call from?
Yes, I call from Dubai.
All right. Go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, just watch the clip. I get the feeling, say, this matter, some of the things the way they try to implement, genuinely, in the hope for improve the country. But the implementation is very, very poor. Because when it comes with the free education, look how much government is spending, 22% of the budget, but you don't get the impact. You don't get the impact of the people according to the amount because of poor implementation. This free salon, I'll get the belief in say back, if he left Panay with farmers, where they're in a salon, then they go get them money, go get them fertilizer, go do this. It will be the same field project. Now, something if the government want to take them very serious, they get for two on their own. But not to go give them farmer the small money, a small thing say feed salon. It will just be a lousy project. But generally, I believe say them project it emphasize on them because that's the way out for salon. But the implementation, I doubt it. And secondly, that press bag we show. This is very, very deceitful. They do on purpose. They know say an officer that can get 300 bag here. It's what the people that say rest the all side. This now just is the normal bad habit of the Sierra Leonean politician. It's not being correct at all. I think like what you say, we person see that but without the sense, you know, say it's a joke because then they rest the 500. You go put and say 200,000. You go one small motorcar, just a motorcar. At the person who buy that resident done. So I just bought with not honest. Okay, show them kind of thing. Okay, right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, so family, at least we've come to the end of the road now. We don't clock 2 hours on the project, on the program. As always, we will come back when we get something interesting. No, we just tap here. We don't switch back the line off. All right. Yesterday we pay more attention on text. Unfortunately, tonight we're not go forgive you on this one. You know, today more of course I don't care and don't a little bit text off now. And I like the program now. Even when the program though, you can still like her. Let man like her. You know, I like the program. Left friends here, pass them big. That's with big. Too big, and I like the program. I share the program. Come on. Anyway, It is what it is. All right. We'll see you now tomorrow back. Me and Mr. Komon-Tok. Bye-bye.
Attention, attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.
Talking Point platform, TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge, we love and loyalty. To we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salute.